Give me a second, guys. Bam. Here we go.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Stay blessed, keep stacking, turn up my mic.
Can you hear me?
Welcome to the real bread life. Welcome to the real bread life. Welcome to the real bread life.
All right. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us right now. This is Real Bread Life, Thursday night live, number 10. Thanks, Kev, Gabe, and I see you over there, White. The blank screen is my writer technician. It's my guy in the background. Just helps me out. So if you see some banners flash across the screen, that's gonna be him helping me out. So one of the things, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about today. First, for those that don't know, RBL stands for Real Bread Life. What we do here is we talk about all things bread related, bread vending, delivering bread, stacking bread. And if you are independent operator anywhere in a field out there, like doing the things we do, we talk about how you get your bread. It could be cookies, chips, milk, soda, whatever it is. If you out there on the road with us, you doing what you got to do to stack that bread, literally and figuratively. So every Thursday night we come together, talk about a few things. We ain't gonna hold you too long. We're just gonna discuss some of the things that's going on. Normally, what I do is pick a few different topics that people send to me on the Facebook group, the Instagram page, or in the comments on the YouTube channel, as it relates to the videos or subject matter that I put out or that I make videos about. So one of the things that was requested for us to cover was about financing as it pertains to routes. So there's a lot of different avenues and routes that people go as it pertains to financing or things that people do with their finances. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. And we covered it in the introduction to I Know It Kev and other videos or other nights when I've been, like I said, this is number 10. So we've talked about it, but not as a direct subject as it relates to the question. And when I say talking about financing, I'll give you, I wish I could have it to put on the screen, but I was having an issue with figuring that part out. And I'll figure that part out and we'll get back up. We'll get it on the screen another day. But in a nutshell, the question posed to me by someone was, could you do a video or talk about financing and what do you do when you make the money and how do you build it? How do you stack it? When I say stack the bread, so there's a lot of different ways you could do it. For me, I just look at it simply. I'm real simple with my math. I'm real simple with my money. And I think sometimes we overcomplicate the money. And it's simple. And I always like use small, simple numbers. If you make or if you have $100, if you can afford to put 20 of it to the side, then that's what you could do. So with that being said, the numbers are a lot bigger. We're dealing with hundreds, we're dealing with thousands. And I just like to get other people's insight as to how they juggle. As you can see, my name is Jug, and I like to juggle. I know how to juggle. And it's not when I say juggle, it's not playing around. It's just everything is done. You have to carry everything, whether it's the money, your regular life activities as it pertains to your kids, your family, the business, your routine. Everything is a juggle. So we always got to juggle those things. So I just wanted to give you that little dissertation or my little soliloquy, whatever it's called. I don't know. Those little words for me. So just I know everyone. Okay, and let me get this part in too. When I say juggle, everyone has a hustle as well because a lot of us do more than one thing. Um, when it comes to business, people say a side hustle. I just say it's all business. So we're all hustling in some aspect of our lives, doing our business. So the bread is what we all have come together right now and we're doing, but we all have something else we do to go with that bread. It's married to something else. For me, I'll give you an example. I like to sometimes buy and sell cars. And I'm not going to say sometimes, I've been doing this since I was a teenager. So that's always an avenue that I have open to me. I know how to do it. I could buy a car, fix it up, sell it. Um, so that's another avenue, something that I do. And I know other people on here do things as well. Some do similar things, but I'll use that for me as something to support what I need to do. So just let's just say over the last 20 years, if I've bought and sold enough cars, that would allow me to put money down on a bread route. And that's just one way that I could finance my, I would say, uh, dream or my business idea to go ahead and get a bread route, cookie route, ship route, whatever it may be. What happens is people look at things like that and say that's going to take too long. Well, if it took me 10 years to save the money, now I'm ready to start the business. If you're only looking at it like right away, if you want to microwave it, it ain't gonna go good. So again, that's just me. So there's a lot of different ways people finance their business, and what they do with the money is all different. So Kev, what do you think? How do you see yourself as far as with your everyday hustle?
Uh, I'm too old for that. I just do the one hustle right now. I don't really. I got a sugar mama, so she takes care of me.
Smart man.
Yeah, and I get it. Well, all right, I'll say it like this: you have a wife, so
Yeah, that's the
you know
hustle.
that's just you have somebody there, so it's kind of right. Yeah, so it's not and it's just what it is. To be
Yeah,
honest with you, I understand that. So
yeah. I lucked
everybody
out,
has
and
does
that's
it differently. So for instance, you had your yeah, so you had your route. You had a route before and you sold it, and you were able to come back and buy a route again.
yep,
What'd you do? Did you just bury the money in the backyard and wait for another route to come about? Or did you
pretty
work
much.
another job to get more
I
money
did
to put
both.
with that money?
Well, when I sold the first one, I made some good money, so I paid off everything and put money to the side, and then and I was working before. I saved up to 10% down. I struggled for that and just did it that way.
Right. So in the back of your mind, when you were working, like with the say for instance
So
the coal products, did you know then you were gonna be buying another route or you wanted to?
yeah, I knew for about 6 months there was a route coming available, and there was a couple of routes I looked at, and I finally decided on the one I really wanted.
Okay. Gabe, what about you? Because I know you got a couple different things going on for yourself. So has it was did you all like I know you're still building. Are you looking to jump in?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's interesting because like when I first started here, there was two routes for sale. I looked at one, wasn't quite there yet financially. Like I wanted to really, because like to be honest, it's not hard to get in. Like, oh, shout out my boy Mike from Ottawa, he's listening. But no, like it's really not like the financing part. Like the company is really willing to finance a large portion of it. It's just how much risk are you willing to take? Like you can get a huge portion of it like financially covered, but do you want to be like the whole point of having your own route and having your own business is freedom, in my opinion, right? Like, so at that point, do you want to become a slave to the company in a way that you're paying all that debt, or are you willing to like work a little bit harder, build that down payment, and then get the route and pay a little bit less interest and financing and that kind of stuff? So everyone's different, right? Like for me, when I hear people say, "Oh, it's hard to save up that money. It's hard to grind. It's hard to do all the work you do outside of the road." It's like for me, man, it's like you choose your hard. Like, do you want to go work a 9 to 5 for someone else, or do you want to grind it out, get the money for the down payment, and then go buy a route? You make the decision. I've made mine. I think you guys have made yours as well, but it's a decision you have to make for yourself, right? So.
Right. I appreciate you guys sharing that. I always tell people, if you jump in, like we discussed before, you're married to this. There's no days off. You know, once you commit, you commit. And once you put that money down, you got to make it work. So the object is to build up your route, build up your business to make it worth more than what it was when you bought it, or to at least maintain it where you bought it at. Now, I always know there's room for growth, and if you, I'll put the graphic up next week again. That's something I could have did this week. I'll put the graphic up on our orders when we're on the Ion. You know, where it says your growth, your freshness, and things of that nature. And it's kind of crazy because they put everybody in the depot. Like we have the 36 routes. They put where you stand in there. You know what I'm talking about, Kev? When you
Yeah.
do your orders. What number are you, Kev?
I don't
Do
even
you
know.
know?
I don't pay attention to that. As long as my check's good, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really matters. They just put that up there. Um, Mike, thanks for sharing that. 56,000 units for today.
All right, that's what he's a
What?
shipper,
It's a
so that's a
lot of
lot.
pieces of bread.
Oh, I'm about to say that's a lot of bread.
Yeah,
Oh, so he's a
yeah, he's in.
shipper.
Yeah, he's. I used to work with Mike.
Okay, now I get it.
He's my boy. Yeah.
So yeah, so he's okay.
Yeah, he's a fan. He's a
I'm gonna
fan of
put the
RBL. I showed him the live, and he was all excited. So he's a fan of RBL. So let's go.
I got him up there. I just put the link in the comments for him if he wanted to jump on, so he could jump in. And I like to hear about his shipping. You know what I mean? So because us in the depot, the guys that get the bread, we're always cussing the shippers out. Not meaning
Payback.
him, but I mean, you know, stuff gets cut, stuff is misbagged. I just would like to know, sometimes their end of it. I'm not saying
That could be
Mike's
a
the
whole
guy doing it. Of
show.
course, we're not getting his bread. He said I'm the guy on the street.
Yeah, he's working right now. He's working the night shift, I think.
Yeah. I see it. I see it. Look.
I'm hiding in there.
Look.
He's in the bathroom.
Oh man.
That's jokes.
Thanks for sharing, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, I think that the video I did last year with Bob and with Brandon, Nick's video, if you go look, if anyone wants to look these guys up, Nick, Bob, Brandon, and even Steve, they all talk about their financing and how they did it. Bob really goes into depth of how he flipped his house, like he took a loan out, he paid off the route, paid the house loan off. It's really good video, so go check it out. Bob gets his bread, or I'm sorry, I can't even think of it right now. I'll look it up, I'll post it. So that was one of the things I wanted to talk about. The other thing was I just got the info today that in the BJ's, Monday is the reset day. And again, you can look at the videos I put up in the past couple months. One of them was about the bread being a mess in the store. When they did the reset, they had the bread in the carriages, they squished all the bread, they messed it all up. It was terrible. The reset went bad. And I lost a few dollars that week. Me and one of the managers had a conversation today, and what we were talking about, I just, and she had the light bulb moment when I told her, you guys are putting the planograms on the back of the racks. You're changing the labels. But what they're not realizing is, like, for instance, I have 6 racks in BJ's. The racks are on wheels. All you have to do is let me know where you want it. I just got to change the front tags and just move the whole rack. You don't have to empty the shelves. That's pointless. And when I said it, she was like, yeah, which I just laughed because they got this whole plan and system from up top, management wise, that how they're going to change how it should be done to reset the store. The racks are on wheels. Just change the labels.
Yep. Same time.
Man. So that's happening. Yeah. So I don't know if you have if they're doing a reset for you, Jeff.
Yeah, they're doing one at ShopRite.
Let me know if you guys are getting reset. Oh, they're doing it in ShopRite?
Yes, I think April 1st.
See, ShopRite's a little different because it is just the shelves. Okay. Do you have like I got a lot of rye bread for St. Patrick's Day. Do you have you do the rye bread, Kev?
Yeah, I do everything in ShopRite. I have the whole store.
Whose mic is that? Somebody's mic is making noise. Me? Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes? No?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, I was getting some feedback right there. Were you guys hearing that too?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything. It was my mic then.
Okay. Oh, okay. You said it was you?
Yeah, it might be me. I'm not sure what the noise was, but yeah.
Yep. No. It's going now. So maybe I know I see you got your earpiece here, your ears plugged in. Guys, give me 1 second. I gotta check this. I don't know how to. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry because I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And on Instagram, it's on a different screen and I can't see it. But I know there's a couple people on there that are watching as well as on the Facebook. So I want to say the same things I always say. That how you can get in touch with me. So what I did was I'm gonna put the jug at realbreadlife.com. That's how you get in touch with me. If you wanna send me a message, you got a question, or if you wanna get on the screen with me, just send me a message right there. If you got a video you want to send to me, you can send it to me there too, as well, at jug at realbreadlife.com. Site is realbreadlife.com. If you want to go to the website to check in and just take a look to see what it looks like, share the information. Of course, YouTube, realbreadlife.com. I haven't put any new videos up. I'm working on them right now. I probably will have some shorts up soon, but I got some long form videos that I've been working on, as well as the past lives that I've done, chopping them up and editing them, just getting them ready so that they will look good when I put them up. So I like to thank you guys for checking in with us today. Did you have any questions or anything that you wanted to share?
Oh, good.
Well, I think the only one, like, especially for people that have questions about the routes and stuff and like the financing, is I can't remember the guy's name, but he was honestly, it was probably one of my favorite videos that you put out about like basically like flipping a route where you have like for him he said instead of flipping real estate I flip routes, and I thought honestly the way he talked about how he did that was amazing. I think that a lot of people can get some good value out of that, like buying a route that's either not run properly or it's inefficient and just flipping it, and there's a lot of good money in that if you're smart with it, and that, I would highly recommend that video. I learned a lot from that guy. So I forget his name, but
That's Brandon.
Brandon, a really smart guy.
Oh, I can tell you his name. His name is Brandon, and I sent him the link, and I'm trying to get him on. That's my guy. He's the bread man of bread men, and he got a lot of good bread knowledge, and he's the route flipper that I know. And that's the reason he was great for this topic, because he has so much insight, and that's Kev's man right there. He knows. We were both trying to call him a minute ago just to get him on, because he has a lot that he can share, and I'm sure we'll get him on again. And if I link up with him, like last week when we got off, he called me and I had him on. We had it all set up. So if he checks in with me, me and him will do a short video and we'll talk about some things, and I will put that as well and share it. So I'm glad that you saw that and connected with me, and that's the reason why I do this. And I know there's more people that could benefit from this information. I know there's a little lag right there. Sorry, fellas. Again, thanks. I want to thank everybody for checking in. Appreciate those of you that have checked in on Facebook, Instagram, and again on YouTube. This is RBL, Real Bread Life. Build with someone or you will struggle alone. Stack that bread so you can stack that bread. That's all I got for now. Stay blessed and keep stacking. Gabe, Kev, thank you. Oh, my man flipped it to the side again.
Oh, me?
See y'all next week.
Later.
Peace.
Good night, guys.
Peace.
One.